If you're a listener of From the Mouths of Madness podcast, I can only assume that you're also a diehard fan of horror movies like myself. My name is Matt Balea, and I own a company called To Die For. We make custom horror-inspired designs for shirts and much more. From original to exclusive content, we can get you whatever it is your dark heart might desire. Check us out at www.todieforshop.com. That's the number 2, die, the number 4, shop.com. Enjoy the show.
The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
So I both love and hate H.P. Lovecraft's success, how he's still like being, adapted still to this day. I hate it mainly because he never knew, he died broke.
Yeah.
No one liked his shit.
That's ironic.
It's kind of like Poe. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like the world wasn't ready to accept the dark and dreary and especially the cultish that Lovecraft brought.
And he's turned into an adjective. His last name is like, it's Lovecraftian. You know what I mean?
Like, it is Lovecraftian.
And that's crazy. You think about that, like your style becomes like literally your last name describes genre.
Exactly.
That's kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Too bad you didn't get to see that shit.
And that's really why I dislike it. But then I do like it. I love it because we get to enjoy it, the adaptations of his of his work we've been getting since. It goes back as far as 80s for me, but I feel like there might have been one or two prior to that.
Maybe I'm trying to think. Yeah.
But
even when like it's not directly based off his material, people could just use elements because like he has so much kind of direct themes that people go, well, it's, Lovecraftian, not based on it, but has those elements. Like he's taken over. Like if you follow certain rules with things, then it's Lovecraftian.
Really, if it just involves giant sea beasts and,
otherworldly shit. Yeah.
Other worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could almost say like a different writer, but like The Mist has Lovecraftian elements to it.
Yes.
Even though it's
100%.
based on fucking Stephen King shit.
But no, 100%.
Yeah.
That's true. And, I wish that the man who did the most when we think of Lovecraft, adaptations is Stuart Gordon.
Yeah.
Rest in power, motherfucker. Like,
he didn't slightly mention, like, I remember, like, Reanimator, it's like, Lovecraft, like, he put that shit right there on the fucking, like, nope, I'm not even pretending like I didn't take, like, inspired from this shit.
Exactly. But then you go into From Beyond, and you go into Castle Freak, Dagon, and like, you go into all these, and then I think he did two of the Masters of Horror. They were both, I think, Lovecraft adaptations. Yeah, I think it was like Dreams in the Witch House. Was one of them.
It's been so long
since
the
mouse keeps coming out the wall.
Yeah.
In that like boarding house he rents in. Anyway, there's just so many, and I wish he had a chance to get to the movie that we are going to talk about tonight.
Well, I mean, he supposedly was.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate. So
yeah.
Kind of like would have liked to seen his interpretation.
I feel like we would have gotten a different movie.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. All right, folks. So tonight on the chopping block, we're going to be talking about 2023's Suitable Flesh. Yeah, now, before we dig any further into this, so please ask that you like, comment, rate, review, share, subscribe across all the socials. It greatly helps out the Madness Boys. It takes you a second, but we appreciate the shit out of it. Love it, hate it, let us know either way.
Props, cons, cool. We don't care.
Yeah.
Well, we do care if you like talk shit, but
I mean,
we care. We're not going to say anything, but it hurts us a little bit.
Maybe.
But we love it when you give us props.
Gotta take the bad with the good, man.
That's right.
All right, so, I mean, you could kind of say he's there in spirit. I feel like they missed one huge mark of not having Jeffrey Combs in this movie.
Yeah.
They had Barbara Crampton, but not even a cameo. And I'm like, dude, it's like,
no, we got
he would have been in there.
We got Senator Kelly from X-Men.
Yeah, why couldn't he have been the fucking father?
Seems like that would have been perfect.
What else was he working on? He had to have been working on something. I don't know. Or maybe he didn't want to do another love, like.
Has he done something recently, Combs?
Maybe we just haven't seen it.
Yeah. I keep going back to Would You Rather, but that bitch came out like fucking
he's never stopped working. It's just whether or not we, because he was on like season 2 of Creepshow, and he's been.
That's right. Okay,
he's been in stuff. He just do we find about it. I don't think he's as, visible on social media.
It's just weird because, I mean, the writer is,
Dennis Paoli.
Yeah, who worked hand in hand with, Stuart Gordon. And then Barbara Crampton's in this. So you almost kind of just are like, did you make a phone call? Did you try to reach out?
Try?
Yeah.
Did you even try?
Because it seems like,
No, he should have been the father. I'm sorry, he should have been the dad.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, there's no question.
I think they were just impressed that they got Heather Graham out of whatever.
Retirement? What was that?
I don't know. We haven't seen her fucking forever.
Yeah. And the director, Joe Lynch, I know I've seen tons of his other stuff.
I think he's done a lot of TV stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think we would have gotten a different movie and I know we would have gotten Jeffrey Combs, Stuart Gordon did this movie. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say it is an interesting take on the body snatching, if you will, because what's his face wrote for Body Snatchers in the 90s, so it's kind of there's some of that element in there, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it's more like knowingly through black magic and Fatagon and all that shit swapping souls.
Do a little chant, get it in there,
a little soul swapping.
But I feel like we're almost talking about the same movie. There's still rules with this where you get on there a third time and you're kind of jammed into that bitch, and that's, I think, here's where watching something close to something else, and I'm not saying that there's that many similarities, but the kind of possession taking over body thing. We just watched a movie that was one of my favorite from last year, and then watch something else. It's like, this seems sort of not completely familiar, but better execution.
Well, I mean, they're not comparable. Like, When Evil Lurks was just evil.
Yeah.
There were rules, but it was just evil. No, its only motive was to live.
Yeah.
Was to be born. And it didn't care who it infected, as they kind of referenced it more than possessed. It was more of an infected and rotting and all that. Where this, it was all selfish black magic.
Let's just fuck with people.
Yeah. Like, so, and you realize it wasn't the father isn't the one who summoned this, I guess, isn't the one that initially summoned it.
Yeah. Or no, I thought he did summon it to help his son out. But
okay.
That's where it gets a little kind of weird. Like, he was just like, oh, I did it for my kid. But it counts, right?
He was, because I know when Barbara, was it Barbara or Heather's character was talking to the then possessed son, the demon was like, I don't know my age, and whatnot. And so I think when I heard that, I forgot that it was a demon talking through the son, and that when you first saw the father, that it was, it didn't click at first that he was the one that summoned him. I thought that the demon had just been kind of moving around to people, or is it just once the father releases him, then the demon can do whatever he wants?
Why don't people just stop doing the fucking chant?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like, there's always these kind of easy solutions that nobody seems to fucking figure out.
I don't think it's the people. I think it's the demon that does it.
Yeah.
So the demon's doing it.
But just like fucking shut something in his mouth. Do stop something like.
The first thing you should do is try to take off the lower jaw.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's like
lower jaw.
All right, I know those first couple words. That's the chant. I'm gonna just wait for him to finish the chant. Like, no,
stop it.
He's giving you the heads up. All right,
dude.
Fucking stop him.
I mean, that's really what a lot of the movie. I mean, yeah, I'd say okay. A lot of the movie is just the passing back and forth. There's the weird, like, she wants to fuck the demon.
Yeah.
In like a teenager's body.
There's a little bit of weirdness with that too.
That was weird.
Because, like, I do remember Heather Graham as Roller Girl from Boogie Nights. We all should.
Yes.
And she still looks really good for her age. But there's a weirdness to older Roller Girl trying to fuck the teenager. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree. 100%. That was weird. Not trying to. Did.
Now, in the same instance, I will give her props. I thought she did a pretty good job in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially when she's like taking, or like her like facial, like like the way she changed, like, was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
She looks several times really fucked up.
Yes.
Like, sometimes I'm like, all right, she's still pretty fucking hot. Other times, like, that's one crazy bitch. Like, she looks fucked up, man.
I know what got me confused was when she first gets possessed, the reaction, I thought that the demon entered the father, and then it was the father's soul that was transferring everywhere.
Yeah.
Because that's why the hand kept changing. Because, you remember, like, the kid when he's possessed.
Yeah.
Like, because when he first went into Heather Graham's body, he starts rubbing her clit, and she's, oh.
Like he's discovering for the first time. He's like, oh, I gotta
then
quit.
when she starts riding, her husband is played by Jonathan Chase, so we all should know fucking Doom Generation.
Yeah.
And the Wonders.
I was to say,
the Oneaters.
doing that thing you do. I quit.
More so, let's go with Doom Generation.
He was in some other movie too.
He was in the Day of the Dead remake.
He was one of the he was in a remake, a shitty remake.
Oh, Prom Night. He was in
Yeah.
the Prom Night remake. Yeah.
I was like, I remember seeing that motherfucker somewhat recently, and something we had to watch.
Yeah.
Fucking Prom Night.
Prom Night
That's
remake.
right.
That's right. Yeah, and he was also plays the character Bob in the Day of the Dead remake.
You're gonna have to tell me about that one.
No, I haven't watched it. I just saw the cover. I haven't watched it.
Because I haven't seen that
So,
either.
and then when they're fucking, she's like, "Oh no, it's better." Like when she comes, she's like, "Oh no, this is better." Like if you catch it, she's like, "Oh, this is way better." And like the husband's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And it's because I'm assuming never experienced a female orgasm.
Yeah.
And apparently it's better.
I like this. Female orgasms are better.
So it seemed to really come from the perspective of a man versus just a demon, because the demon's non-gendered. Right?
Yeah.
So that I was kind of thrown by that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it didn't make sense to me.
Or it's been jumping from dude to dude. That
It's only been in dudes.
Oh,
that could be it.
Shit,
Maybe
yeah.
it's only been in dudes.
Like, the penis and all. Oh, what is this?
Because the demon does say that it's been years since someone has enticed him as
Yeah.
much as she
Yeah.
has. She's different. So
Well, 'cause
maybe
she
that's
kept kind
what it
of
was.
fucking with him too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, before she fucked him, she was fucking with it. Then she fucked
it. I'll say the I like how they showed the hypnotization earlier. By the way, she just left homeboy clenching the fist.
Yeah,
Like I thought he was gonna open his hand. It was gonna be blood everywhere.
yeah.
You don't leave somebody in fucking hypnosis. Like I don't think you do that.
I don't know if she was really good at her job.
I say she wasn't.
Yeah,
She wasn't.
I mean, the movie's about her kind of fucking shit up.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But when she used the knife to actually hypnotize him, that was cool. That was fun. And then I mean, we got to get to some of the gore in it, because most of the movie's just the bouncing back and forth, her thinking she's insane, her realizing she's sounding like the kid who is coming across insane because he's talking about body swapping.
Well, there's
So
all
it's
that imagery that's being seen that's like kind of fucking around until you get to where actual like shit's happening. Because that's the thing is it does make you kind of mistrust. You're like, wait, is this another sequence or is nope, it's happening for real.
This is happening.
The cap got detated. So
Cap got to.
yep.
Oh, dude, the fucking when he gets pushed out the window, and then when she just runs over him,
Yep.
then backs up when he's against the wall, and then they show it through the fucking camera.
I was gonna say,
Dude,
I will say,
was awesome.
I appreciate it. I was waiting for somebody to take advantage. Every
Of a
car
backup
now
camera.
has a backup
Yeah,
camera.
dude, it's so good.
Nobody's done that. I gotta give props. That was kind of cool.
But it was the second one. The second one, I was like, oh, god damn.
Yeah.
No.
But I can't believe nobody's done that till now that I can think of.
No, I can't think of that any either. So that was fucking bravo.
Yeah.
Because that shit looked brutal.
Yeah. Because you've never, I mean, usually if I see a human being, as I'm backing up, what's that? Oh, you stop. You don't drive over.
But also, like, whenever they show that in a movie, it's always usually a side or an overhead view. You never get, like,
It's usually
frontal,
overhead,
you never
yeah.
get a frontal view
exactly.
of hitting somebody with a car. God damn. Yeah, that was awesome. That was mad props. And then, like, really the end is it's definitely less animated through the whole movie than most of, like, this vein. Like, if Stuart Gordon had done this, I feel like it would have definitely been more gory.
Yeah. And
Like, if you look at, like, movies you mentioned, like,
it
just
seemed like the
Reanimator,
end
From
was
Hell, Castle Freak,
little
not
more
From Beyond,
on
Castle Freak.
on the CGI vein then. Because there's several things that are practical. Again, the capticulated and things like that. But it gets a little CGI.
The
heavy
blood,
on it.
like, the initial blood splatter when he falls,
yeah.
that was, yeah. But when she gets down there, now he's in a pool. But, like, when it happens, it's like, oh, buddy. Come on, you guys could have had, like, something.
I will say it does pick up at the end.
I mean, and when we say the end, like, it's only a 95-minute movie, but so when I think the end, I'm talking, like, when it's an hour and 40, and I would say the last 35 is, like, go.
Yeah.
You know?
But it's a slow burn.
It didn't bother me.
I know. I understand. I just, for some reason, the pacing was just a little off. Again, then picks the fuck up. I just, getting there was kind of...
See, I think that it bounced enough between what was happening.
You're establishing the relationship and the swapping, stuff like that.
But
I
also
understand
establishing, like, with her colleague, and that she's trying to be honest, is like, am I crazy, and talk to, you know what I mean? Like she's trying. So I feel like all of her relationships, and so maybe all right, a couple of the scenes with her other patients didn't really fucking matter.
Yeah,
those I agree with that.
That's what I'm kind of saying, where it's like,
but I mean, that would have cut out.
She's a doctor.
Yeah,
okay,
that would have cut out maybe 6 minutes.
Yeah, but
so that would have made it better.
You could just show files behind her. And go, okay, she's got other patients. Like I don't. I'm just saying, do we really need to go?
We didn't need the anger management dude.
Yeah.
But that, again, that was showing us hypnosis.
That
was necessary.
Right. But she does it again. So you know what I mean. Like,
but when she did it at the end, we wouldn't have known about it already.
But would you have watched and gone, I don't know if she knows how to do hypnosis. Like I you could just do it, and I'd be like, okay, she's done this before. I don't know if I need a scene.
I think they felt they needed to establish that, because
really
she's using a knife with light, and no one, like, as soon as you saw her recognize that, I'm like, oh, she's going to hypnotize him.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have thought of that right out the gate if I hadn't seen that scene. You can tell me you 100% would have thought of that. 100% would have known what she was doing as soon as that happened.
I think you just mention it. You don't have to have a scene. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. Yeah, if you just mentioned it, or there's a book on hypnotism and
or something
like
on the desk. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying you could just go, here's that, and you go, and you're not like, oh, bullshit, she's never done this before.
Fair.
But to show a whole scene, we're like, oh, she's done it before because I saw it earlier. You don't need it. Just give me I need the gore. I want the crazy shit. I don't need.
And they were trying to establish a relationship with the husband. She's professional.
I understand.
And they were trying to establish a relationship with her husband.
Yeah.
And it's like they went there and then they didn't. It was kind of weird. Like, he's like, I'm looking for jobs. She's so self-absorbed with her work. So he's like, oh, my day was great, blah, blah, blah. Or my day sucked, Like, he's not feeling like it's a relationship, like it's a marriage.
Yeah.
Because he says at the end it's been bad for a while. So it leads you to believe.
Updating, I'm still working my job.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Working your job? Hypnotizing people?
I made this dinner.
Yeah.
Like, awesome.
Do we want to eat? I guess we eat together. I'll look at you. You look at my face, look at your face, and we'll finish eating.
Yeah, it just seemed, sterile. So I guess they were definitely trying to establish that. And the fact that she fucked the demon, not the kid, but it was the demon that lured her in. When she tells the husband, of course, he's like, oh, this was leading up to this. Because at first he's like, he's not believing in body possession. Like, he's not believing in that shit.
Oh, no, yeah, sweetie, you were possessed, and that's why it's.
Yeah, it's like, no.
You have to understand. I'm at work. Fucking demons are popping in and out of people. I got caught with a little case of the demons.
Yeah.
All right.
I needed some D.
I got a case of the demons, and I got a little D. Shit happens at work. It's one of the work risk I have is
that's listed in the text for.
That's why I had to sign that waiver. You could be possessed by a demon and get on the D. All right.
Stupid. But that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. There's just, the scene with the father was necessary because you realize he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I still would try to figure out the dad's motivation.
Well, he's falling apart.
Yeah, but
that was the other part that was confusing was when you see the dad, he's falling apart. So, okay, he asked, did he really do the demon for his son or did he do it for himself? Because he said he beat cancer 4 times. He's hacking up a fucking lung. He's going to get sick with something else. Is he want the demon to, or did he find a way to swap souls? See, that was the thing I was thinking initially, is that he just found a way to move his soul into a younger body.
Or was he just testing on his son? And he's like, all right, let's see if you're going to fuck him up. And if things are good, come on in. Come on in.
Yeah, so I'm confused with that.
Which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, here, try
He's
this.
He's an asshole.
Here, this was like shit. Here, you try it.
Yeah. So that's why initially I thought, but you made a good point. Maybe the demon's only been in men. But I initially thought that because you see the father, he's fucking broken. Like, he's not going to make it much longer. That it was his father's actual spirit moving around.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So, but it's really the demon as he moves into the other body, he swaps and then he takes that person's spirit and puts him in the other body. That's why, like, Barbara Crampton's character's in Heather Graham's body. Heather Graham's dead. Her body, her soul, she's just dead.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of,
Kind of thought there'd be a little more with having Barbara Crampton, but maybe that's.
she was the climax.
But I'm just saying, I don't know. I guess that's she kind of pops into movies. And
she's the equivalent to what's his face from In the Mouths of Madness, the guy that from Monty Python that comes to talk to Sam Neill's character, the other doctor. You only see him at 2 parts in the movie.
Yeah.
He was in Time After Time. with Malcolm McDowell. He played Jack the Ripper. Whatever that fucking actor's name is.
God,
you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Not that I can fucking say it right now. God damn it.
Not Cleese, but the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it not Eric Idle?
No. Sorry, folks. We're getting old.
I know. That's some British guy. Don't worry about it. So.
But I do know one of my favorite roles with him outside of Monty Python was him playing Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Time after time with Malcolm McDowell. Anyway, so the ending of this is really where it's all at, and it's really like there's so much of the story before you can't even cut to this.
It's where it goes full on Lovecraftian.
Yes.
Like, here's my fucking Lovecraft dick. Like, here you go.
Like the way that he looks. And
Yeah.
I wonder if they feel everything, because the demon was able to swap Heather Graham's character because the demon wasn't dead.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, does she feel the broken, like the leg's missing? Oh, yeah, you got that. The bone sticking out of the upper leg. When you're dragging. Like
Why do demons do that to everybody, though? Why does this
Look at their
break
body.
shit? They always have to break shit, all right? Don't you want a full working
The
body?
fucker fell off the table onto the scalpel.
I know.
I was like, God damn.
But I'm just saying, every demon's just like, I want to break some shit. Like, I don't want a fully working body. Like,
Mhm.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
You know, they showed the scalpel when they were using the defibrillator.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not working. It's ground. It's shorting. And then they showed it again when they put the body up and like finally covered it because it was finally killed. And that was it. Like, why did you focus on the scalpel like 3 times after it happened if you did nothing with it?
Yeah, just to, I guess,
Right?
suggest like,
Yeah, and then there, so that scene was pretty rad. I enjoyed that. There was body swapping and shooting and yeah. I mean, that's really what I mean. That's the whole time. It's like, oh, what body is the demon in now? What body is the demon in now? Is it in?
yeah.
Yeah.
The ending helps this movie, but
Yeah.
you just gotta wait for a while. And that's just my opinion.
And then ultimately the demon is still in Barbara Crampton's body, and Barbara Crampton's character is in Heather Graham's body, locked in a padded cell, as you can tell by the smoke ring.
I know.
Blows.
And you always go, wow, wow.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back. Give you our final thoughts.
In a world with too many reboots and remakes,
2 men will stop at nothing to make it even worse.
join Mike the Hobbit and Tandy as they play by their own rules while pitching new takes on some of your favorite and least favorite films and TV shows. What podcast would dare to bring this upon the world?
This is Smack My Pitch Up.
My name is Amy Bogard,
And I'm Mike the Hobbit.
and we are the hosts of Deeply Upsetting, where we use our expertise to answer your most upsetting hypothetical quandaries, such as, what non-winged animal deserves wings?
And what body part deserves a secret mouth?
Which cryptid is the worst roommate?
These questions and more that plague you will be answered on Deeply Upsetting, available anywhere you get your podcasts and at GUIPodcast.com.
Coming straight from the mouths of madness, I'm Lowdown.
I'm FU Hunter.
Do you love horror?
We fucking do.
So this is a podcast dedicated to all things in cinematic horror. We're talking movies, television, composers, special effects artists. We're going to fucking cover it.
So if you love horror,
Embrace the madness.
In a world of blockbuster movies, there's another dimension.
The dimension of schlock cinema. Join us at Beautiful Disasters on a journey into the fringe territory of B-movie abandon.
We review the flicks that are forgotten or underappreciated to give them a proper place in the annals of celluloid history.
I'm the Groots,
FU Hunter.
your guides at Beautiful Disasters. Come along with us for a fun ride. May the schlock be with you.
All right, every trailer you just heard is for, you can go to GUIPodcast.com, find all the shows. While you're there, you can also go to our links tab and click on our links TeePublic, and that's where all the merch is for all the shows under the network, plus tons of fun tangential stuff.
oh yeah.
So, yeah, we'd love to see people rocking it. If you purchase some, please tag the show, tag the network. Let us know you're rocking it. Where we
So much
post the
merch.
shit. Yeah.
Coffee mugs and everything,
Yeah,
goddamn it.
tons of shit.
Yep.
Like, probably, I think we have a total of,
Fucking magnets.
Most
Dude, I'm
of
gonna
them.
get some magnets, put on my new car. Wow. Bam. Yeah.
I think we're at it like all designs can be put on like 40 different things. So yeah. But I mean, different styles of shirts, tank tops, and baseball tees.
Do they have blankets?
Dude, I don't think they do.
Yeah.
I don't think they have blankets. We get pillows.
I know about the pillows, goddammit.
You can get pillows.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do blankets, though.
But you could snuggle up with the madness boys with the pillow. So.
You could.
Yeah.
You could. We're not putting our faces on anything.
Nope.
No.
Fuck that.
No. So, all right. Man, I really, really, really wanted to like this movie, but I can't honestly say as a whole. Like there may be some conversation of the swapping into between male female body. I don't know if so I don't even know if that's in how far they go in the Lovecraft story, the thing at the door.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just it goes all through men or if it swaps between men and women. I don't know
if it has that many swaps.
Yeah. I've never read it. Most of his stories are shorter, so I don't know.
This movie's all right. My opinion. This movie seems like it was like, oh, Stuart Gordon was supposed to direct this. He didn't. But let's make it as a tribute by attempting to make his movie, even though he didn't do it. And it's like, no, just you should have done your own version because it just seems like it's going through the beats, but it's not his movie. And he would have done a better movie. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, maybe not have released.
You know how many Stuart Gordon movies I watch? I'm like, this is kind of dragging and boring. No, because he keeps a pace and like the score just kind of like is very like.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm just saying like. There's like suspense and intent, like on these like slower scenes that he used to bring. This guy was just like, well, now I'm not gonna do that. I'm just having a talk.
Yeah, it almost would have been better if they didn't announce that he was originally supposed to release it. They just said, "Hey, we're doing a Lovecraft movie."
I think that was kind of their intention, though, is like this is a tribute to him, and it's like, no, don't tribute.
Do that.
Yeah, just make your own movie.
This is just a tribute. I mean, right?
But I guess you do have one of the writers that was kind of key, so I feel like
that's why I think that there's parts of it that I really like because it is the writer. It's just only 50% of the equation.
But it's the director's vision that takes that writing and
that's
makes
what I'm saying.
it.
It's only 50%.
Exactly.
It's only 50%. So
yeah,
it didn't survive for me. I really wanted to. I might give it another watch just because I might, but it really didn't pass for me out the gate.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with that.
Again, we always talk about if, like, we had a bunch of people over, why would I have them sit around and watch this?
Yeah.
It's not really, there's a couple things here or there, but not enough to have.
And I'm going to preface this. It's not a bad, I will say when we talk about things not surviving, sometimes it's like bad. This isn't a bad movie.
No.
It's just not.
It's kind of boring.
Yes. And like the parts that are really good, it's great. It's just more of that. Yeah. Like if they'd have moved the percentage a little more to 50-50, it might have been more enjoyable. But that's where I'm at. It didn't survive, and like I said, I really wanted to like a new Lovecraft adaptation.
We'll probably have plenty down the road. Every once in a while, someone's like, "Oh," again, it might not be based directly on his property, but again, come on, dude, Lovecraftian will always be a thing in some sort of movie.
And the other thing,
and it's Shudder, dude. Shudder's gonna have something Lovecraftian in the next year.
That's true. That's true. And but I also, was giving it even more grace because it had tons of Easter eggs.
Oh,
like
100%.
It's Miskatonic University, for one. That's where the whole thing fucking takes place. That's the hospital. I mean, just out the gate. Like, are you a medical student? Like, it's just, and there's shit in the hospital that you just have to pay attention to.
It's weird because it tried to almost seem like it wanted to be like have an 80s movie tone. Not that it was based in the 80s, but just kind of like that tone, but like they forgot how that tone's supposed to go. Like, if that makes sense.
If you're going to do that, you need to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to bring it.
Because there's been movies I watched, and like this is a horror movie, but like Turbo Kid, that like if you watch it, like it is a post-apocalyptic movie that it came out like, mid like 2010.
Like 2010, 2011, something like that. Yeah.
But it's like if it came out in the 80s and they had that whole atmosphere like it was from the
Turbo
80s.
Kid doesn't get enough love.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
Dude, did he ever get an official Blu-ray release?
If you pay a shitload of money for it, I know that.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Turbo Kid's awesome.
But I'm just saying, like, that's where they went, let's kind of embrace, if we're going to do an 80s theme, this one's like suggesting, and then, and the way it's filmed, I guess.
Or The Barn. I mean, you want to embrace an 80s movie.
Yes.
Fucking Scream Team releases The Barn. Feels like an 80s movie through and through. They were set in the 80s. They were going for 80s. feels like a fucking 80s movie.
Yeah.
And when you go back and listen to our interview, well, we did an interview with the writer, director, creator, actor, owner, Justin Seaman.
Master of it all.
Yeah, seriously. Because there is a barn in Barn Part 2, and there's an interview attached to both, but he really goes in. The Part 2 is more of like vibing with the 90s feel, late 80s and the early 90s feel, where he talks in the first interview about studying 80s cameras, studying film, and how they shot, like different angles.
Yeah.
There's angles they used in the 80s they probably don't use now if you're making a traditional 2024 movie. You know, everything was different because of the cameras that you had to set up shots differently. So he really went into that. And that they did not do that here if they were trying to go for 80s vibe.
Yeah.
They did not do that here. So, yep. All right. That is it, folks. Hit us up at lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Did you love the movie? Do you think it was paced properly? Again,
are we full of shit?
Are we full of shit? Are we, you know, we're not full of shit. We know it's not a Gordon movie.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
a fucking Gordon movie. Like, even the slower one, Dagon, was still faster paced than this. Dagon was kind of slow.
It was.
Comparatively.
But again, it had suspense. During the slower scenes. That's the essential thing.
From Beyond, again.
100%.
Slower, but had suspense, had buildup.
Yeah.
You had like, you know, the buildup here was just like trading bodies, and there wasn't really anything, you know, I guess the suspense was just getting to the third time. Oh, if he does it one more time, that's it.
Yeah.
He's locked in. You know,
that's about it.
Yeah, all right. So that's it, folks. Until we talk again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.